So greetings from a very wet Pennsylvania day here. As you can tell by the title of the video, we're going to do some camping tonight. Today is Monday, it's Monday afternoon, October 24th. We're here at French Creek State Park. Alright, I got some things set up back there, got the canopy set up, covering the picnic table. But yeah, you can see the colors. The colors are out too. And I have the campground almost to myself too, here on a wet Monday evening. Yeah, I'm going to show you a little bit what I got planned for tonight. Got some gear to do some reviews on tonight, some more camping stuff. We'll try out a few other things too. Probably share some mail with you in this video too. Just gonna enjoy a nice evening out here. Shouldn't get too cold tonight since we have this warmer, like warm front coming through, bringing us a little bit of rain. It should be just get down to the 50s tonight. Right, but here's my site. Naomi's getting a bit of a bath. Yeah, the first time I've been able to use the canopy to cover like my picnic table area. That's why I got this canopy. I think we did use it when we were in the Pine Barrens just a little bit. There was no picnic table there. I'll get my tent set up a little bit later here. Maybe once a little bit more of this drizzle stops, hopefully we'll get a campfire going. Like I said, it's not supposed to be raining this evening, but it wasn't supposed to rain this afternoon either, and well, it is, but we got some beautiful color out here though too. Let's get in here and show you what we got going on here. Of course, everything was wet when I arrived, but I got this nice table cover. Someone sent me this a little while ago, so that was actually really helpful just to cover a wet table. You know, I even have a dry seat. Someone sent this to me, I think several years ago. Just a little folding pad that folds up in your backpack, but you can use it here. It just gives you a nice dry seat when everything else is wet. So here we got some stuff. Oh wait, we're gonna have some canned bread tonight. Brown bread, raisin, ready to serve. Bread in a can. We're gonna try that out. And this is some of the gear that Unigear sent me. They sent me a tent before. There's their logo. But I think I showed this to you in a video. They did send me a sleeping pad. So we'll be trying that out tonight. It's the Campfire P3, the sleeping pad. They sent me another tent. So we'll use that one tonight too. And they sent me a sleeping bag. So we'll try that. It's the, where are you? Here you go. It's the Campfire Trail. So it goes down to 30 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's actually plenty good for today. I think it's warmer than the one I normally use. I think the one I've been using all summer stuff only goes down to 50, but you don't need anything more than that in the summertime. And of course the tent is the, they sent me another one of these, the, where are you? The Space Dome tube. So we'll have the whole Unigear sleep system set up right over here in a bit. And then we have a few other pieces of mail in here that I'll share a little bit later tonight. Might as well share them here in the camping video. Just a few things. Oh yeah, I got this. I'll show this to you later too. This is a tiny little air pump from Flextail. I'm going to use it for the sleeping pad. You don't need it. You can blow up the sleeping pad manually, but I thought I saw another YouTuber use one of these, so I thought we're gonna try this with this. All right, it may be wet, but as you can see, it's beautiful out here. We're at kind of that peak season here for color. Although this rain's gonna bring a lot of the leaves down, but they gotta come down at some point though. Yeah, there's a number of loops here at French Creek State Park. I'm in the D loop. Site 24. I just think I passed just one of the person camping down in the D loop, so I think we have, you can see I have no neighbors, which I like it that way, so we should have a nice quiet night. Because now they said that, you know, someone will probably move in here tonight and be blaring music and stuff, but that probably won't be the case though. Alright, should be a nice cozy little night. Alright, but let's get our sleeping arrangements set up for the night. I'm not going to show you myself setting up the tent. I did that in another video when we were at Locust Lake. I'll show you the tent after it's all set up. But some of the other things I'll give you a little closer look at. How I blow the sleeping pad up and stuff like that with the new pump. Alright, so like I said, it's not really, the drizzle has kind of stopped, so let's get the tent up before we'll see if any more rain comes, we'll see. Alright, so the tent is all set up. Of course this time they sent me a yellow one. Kind of like the rain cover is yellow, but the main tent's kind of brown. One of the favorite things I like is you have these little ventilation shafts at the top that you can use. And you can also roll the rain cover off and tie it off at the top too. All right, but we're gonna get the sleeping pad set up in here, because once again, this is the Space Dome 2. All right, let's home for the night. Let's get the Campfire 3 sleeping pad set up. And here is the sleeping pad all rolled out, because I don't have it filled with air yet, because there are several different ways you can do that. The bag it comes in also acts like a manual way to fill us up with air. I'll show you how to do that in a bit. I'm not going to do it completely that way, because like I said, I bought a little tiny air pump to make the job a little bit easier. At least I hope so. But there is a little port on the side for your sleeping pad, and on the bag it comes in, this actually connects into that, and I'll show you how that works in a moment here. Alright, so like I said, the bag it comes in connects right to the valve on the front here, and the idea is that you blow into the bag, fill it up with air, and then squeeze it, and the air goes into here. And there's like a one-way valve in here that keeps the air from coming back out. So you blow it, you fill this up with air, and then squeeze and squeeze, and this slowly fills up. All right, let's try it a little bit. Then you close up, and then you just, the air goes in the bag bit by bit, and slowly this will fill up. I watched one YouTuber do it. It took him 15 attempts to, I didn't blow this completely up as you can see, but it took him 15 times to blow this completely up and to fill the bag. But like I said, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm just going to use the little air pump. But even if you're going to use just a tiny little air pump, it's good to keep the manual bag with you just in case something goes wrong with this. Like I said, this is from Flextail. Like, they did not send this to me, so I bought this myself. And it comes with numerous attachments that you can put on to the end here from various different types of uses, not just for sleeping pads. All right, so we're gonna get the right attachment on. I believe it's this one right here. That's what it looks like. Oh, and this is USB rechargeable too. And this will just go into the end here, where the port is. There we go. And we'll turn it on. It's pretty loud. Alright, slight correction. I initially stuck it on the top. If you ever use one of these, stuck it on top, but actually that's for deflating something. You want to stick it on there's a little nozzle on the side you want to stick it on. You stick it on there, that's what'll fill it up. Because I turned it on and started like deflating the bag, so that's the way it should go on, is that way. Alright, then you push the button twice. And slowly but surely it starts inflating the sleeping pad. There it goes. My camera is on top of the sleeping pad, so I gotta get this off. There you can see it filling up. Filling up nicely, actually. I think that's it. Alright, so I got the sleeping pad in there now. We'll see how that works. I've never used a sleeping pad before. I always like my air mattress, as you know, but we'll see how this works. Because I just realized too, I forgot to bring a pillow. Because they kind of have like a pillowy end up there, but we'll see what happens. I'll have to try to improvise with a pillow. I know some clothes along. I might just take one of my shirts and one of my hoodies or something and stuff some other clothes inside of it to make a makeshift pillow. I do like to have a pillow for sleeping. I always forget something on these trips, and today it's a pillow. Alright, I should probably get one of those inflatable pillows I just keep with my stuff. Because the pillow I usually bring is the one I sleep with at home too. Anyway, it is what it is. Alright, so I'm getting hungry. But let's get the sleeping bag out quick, get it in there, and then we'll look at getting some, I think we'll try and get the fire going. It's not really raining, it's just kind of, now it's kind of this fog. Kind of has a spooky feeling to it out there. I know we're showing up on camera, but should make it a cool night. Alright, let's get the sleeping bag in there. Yeah, so once again, this is also from Unigear. This is their Campfire Trail, it's called. Goes down to 30 degrees Fahrenheit or -1 Celsius. So we'll get that out and get that set up then. Alright, so this is what the sleeping bag looks like. You got an array of colors. It's almost like one of those mummy bags, sort of. There's a zips up, and you do have like a little place up here to put your head. and that can cinch closed too, so you can make it like they call it a mummy bag, where you can be super cozy in there. It just zips down to here, and you got some room down there for your feet. All right, so I'm actually looking forward to testing this all out tonight. See how this works. All right. Look at a little zipper right there. What's that? Hold on a second. Yeah, there's a little zipper right here. There's a little tiny compartment you can put stuff in. That's actually kind of cool. All right, there you go. All right, enough for getting stuff set up for a little while here. Does it look cozy? But we need to get a fire going. That's next on the agenda. Like I said, it's not raining. There's just drops falling from the trees and stuff, so. All right, I'm getting hungry too. We still gotta try that canned bread. It's not the only thing I brought along to eat, but we're gonna try it out though, nonetheless. Canned bread. All right, what time is it though? All right, about 4:40, get close to 5 o'clock, so we gotta get that fire going. There we go. Of course, I cheat a little bit when I make these fires. Let me show you what I'm using a little bit. I have my tinder, but I've been putting a little bit of just some lamp oil on some of the wood and stuff. Makes it light right away, especially when it's a little damp day like this. So get yourself some lamp oil. The fire gets going. All right, the fire is going. That always just immediately changes the atmosphere when you're out camping. Got plenty of firewood too. But let's take a look at the eating situation here tonight. So like I said, we have our canned bread, which I think I'm actually really curious to see what this looks like. Got some other things. We might make some of those cheesy tuna melts tonight. I brought everything I need: cheese, the tuna, and the bread. Thinking about making some dessert too. So I got some apple pie filling. We'll try that maybe. Put it in some bread. Maybe pancakes in the morning. But as always, we have other options too. My other food bag, what do we got here? Some baked beans, some rice sides, mashed potatoes, things like that. Some more tuna in there. So we got different options tonight. But you know what? Let's get this bread open. Like I said, I do have some of the mail to share too. We'll get that out in a moment. But let's get into this bread. All right, so we'll see. I have my doubts about this stuff, but we'll test it out. Ooh, I can hear the air just released from it. Get the paper towels out. Didn't bring any plates, really. All right, let's get a paper towel to put it out onto. All right, there's what it looks like in the can. Let's see if it just comes right out. There you go. Okay, there you go. Wow, it almost looks like a chunk of meat or something, you know? That's interesting. Smells a little. The smell, I'm not sure what this, I think that's the raisiny part I'm smelling. But yeah, there you go. It looks, you know how you dump a can of meat out? That's what it looks like. All right, let's cut some pizzas off and see what this tastes like. Right there, I got you looking straight down on it. So let's cut a piece off here. There you go, that's what it looks like on the inside there then. Doesn't look too bad actually. Raisins. Alright, but now the taste test. Maybe I should have some like coffee or hot chocolate with that. Oh yeah, speaking of hot chocolate, we're gonna have some hot chocolate tonight. Might mix a little bit of instant coffee in it too, because I have some creamers along. But here we go. Let's see what this is like. I'm not sure what to make of it. You know, it's not bad. I don't know. You know, it's definitely not homemade, put it that way, but you know, it's not bad though. but I think you can kind of tell it came out of a can. But I keep eating it too, so. All right, bread in a can. There you go. B&M. There were others that didn't have raisins, but I chose the raisin one. All right, well, I'm gonna eat a little bit more of this. Then I think I'm gonna get something else going for supper. Maybe one of those cheesy tuna melts, I think. But you know, quick change of plans. Before I make supper, I think I'll quick share the other mail that I have while I continue to eat my bread. So, got just a few pieces here to share. So here's a card from, they have a YouTube channel called Serious Moon, I believe it's called. I'll put it down here below. It's not spelled the way it sounds. I guess they have a kind of a paranormal channel they invited me to check out, so we'll have to do that. But thank you for the card. And then Robin, thank you for your gift, as always. It is well appreciated. Helps me do these trips. And then we got from Debbie, one little package here. She always keeps me fed. Check these out. More of these Nature's Bakery bars. Banana chocolate chip baked in. So let's try one of these. Let's compare it to the canned bread I've just been eating. Get it open. Well, there you go. That's what it looks like. Let's try this. Oh, that's a lot better. What's it? Banana? Yeah, banana chocolate chip. That's good. All right, thank you, Debbie, and for everybody the gifts you send me. We'll say too. I'm willing to. There's a few other weird things I saw like on Amazon. I'm willing to try. But if you want to send some kind of a weird, unusual food item that you'd like me to try on my camping trips, you know, I think I'm up for that. Because I won't do a whole lot of camping necessarily throughout the winter. I might do some camping. I'm thinking about doing some. Well, there's certain things I want to keep going. So I might, instead of tent camping, I might stay in some of the cabins or cottages at some campsites. But we'll see. But like I said, if you want to send me something a little bit odd for me to try, I'm willing to do it. Nothing terribly crazy, but we'll see. All right, maybe I'll regret saying that, but anyway. Yeah, that fog just keeps rolling in. Got my stuff sprawled out everywhere. Let's get some of that tuna on there. Probably my favorite meal to make on camping trips. Quick and easy to make and delicious. I think I'll just use my finger to squish that around a little bit. There we go. One more piece of cheese. All right. We'll get that going then. One cheesy tuna melt is ready, but I probably won't eat this one here in front of you at the table. I'm probably just gonna relax by the fire a bit, eat it over there. Soon you're gonna have to get more firewood out of the Jeep. Like I said earlier, once you get the fire going, it just changes the atmosphere of your campsite. All right, but still looking rather moody out here. Accurate way to describe it. Right, but I'm not hungry at the moment, but a little bit later, like I said, we'll try making some dessert, some of that apple pie filling, using the the pie iron there. We'll see how that turns out. And I think I got my pillow problem solved. Back here. Rain staying off. Or staying out of the tent at least, the rain fly. Yeah, so I got one of my hoodies and I stuffed some other clothes in there, so it looks like I have a nice little pillow to go with my sleeping bag and sleeping pad as well. All right, so it's closing in on 6 o'clock, but before it gets too much darker, I think I'm gonna try to make one of these little dessert pies with this apple pie filling. We'll see how this works. Obviously, I'm not gonna use the whole can tonight, but I won't waste it either, though. Just take it home. It'll last. It'll survive the night in my Jeep. More sauce in there. All right, then we'll get this going in a bit. All right, so taste test time. See what this tastes like. Not bad. Alright, so an honest review of my first dessert apple pie. You know, not bad actually. I was expecting it to be a lot sweeter, the pie filling, which is not a bad thing because I don't really like overly sweet things sometimes, especially when it's like overpowering. So it was, when I first bit into it, I was expecting it to be sweeter than it would be, and it wasn't. So, but it was good. And there's probably things I could do to make it better even than what it was. It was just a pretty plain little apple dessert sandwich. There's probably 100 different variations on how to make those, what to make them with, and how to make them, what to add. But not bad for a first try. But daylight is fading, but look at that. That just looks spookily gloomy. But then you see the campfire and everything cheers up. But anyway, it's starting to, it's just a little bit, what time is it? Probably about 6 o'clock, but it gets, it's late October, so it's, come on, what time is it? Oh, yeah, it's after 6 o'clock. And daylight savings hasn't come yet, so it gets dark a little bit early. But let's get some hot chocolate going. Got some Swiss Miss. Come on. There we go. So a spark would be nice. Yeah. Warm some water up. Like I said, we got some hot chocolate, put a little bit of instant coffee in there too. I know some people say, well, why don't you just use the fire? Well, this is a lot quicker. This will heat up in less than a minute, so I want my hot chocolate now. So I'll do it the fast way. Alright, we are ready to make hot chocolate. Nice hot water. The cocoa mix in. Oops, so I spill it like everywhere. Alright, and then maybe not the whole thing of coffee, instant coffee, but at least some of it. Well, maybe a little more than some, but there you go. Alright. Give that a good stir. So it's hot. Alright, that'll be ready in just a bit then. Alright, well I even added several hazelnut creamers to this concoction too. So dark chocolate cocoa with some instant coffee and hazelnut creamer. Not bad. Alright. But yeah, starting to get that gloomy, I keep saying it, but it is, as the evening comes on. Wonderful hear any creepy sounds like an owl hooting tonight or something like that. It's kind of that night for it. Alright, I think I might just go for a little walk here in a bit. Why not? Alright, so it's definitely stopped raining altogether. It has been raining for a while now. Maybe just a few little, it's like misty though. A little bit darker than it actually is on camera. Just taking a walk with my hot chocolate here. But my left, I checked the weather. It is supposed to have some showers overnight though. Maybe rain until about 7 in the morning. So I'll probably sleep in just a little bit. I'm not gonna get up while it's raining. So, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'll do. I brought stuff to eat. Well, I see a campfire up ahead there a little bit off in the distance. I'm not sure if it's showing up. But yeah, I did bring stuff to eat for breakfast. We'll see. I might do a little hiking tomorrow on the Horseshoe Trail. It's actually not too far from here at all. So it seems like something to do since I'm in the area. But yeah. Kind of a creepy walk through here. The campground. Yeah, there's nobody. These are all campsites here. On the weekend, this would be full of people. But on a Monday night, nope. So, yeah, if you have the chance to go camping during the weekdays, not the weekends, you'll have a completely different experience than on a crowded weekend. You can see a fire through the woods. I think that's Loop C though. Yeah, wow. Kind of a creepy little walk through here. You know, I almost half expect like a werewolf or something just to jump out of the woods, look at me with glowing eyes. Just has that feel to it. What's amazing with, like, you can still see some of the colors, the autumn colors mixed in with the fog and the twilight. Oh, there's my camp. Yeah, this is what it's all about, folks. Alright, but I think we'll try to get a little bit more wood on the fire yet. I got a little bit left for my second bundle. Oh, that's warm. Yeah, you come out from taking a walk. It's not really cold tonight, but it has that feeling though too. Being a bit chilly, but this right here just makes it feel like home. And we're going old school again tonight. Just got one of my larger lanterns I brought tonight. An oil lamp, actually. I know you had those smaller ones over the summer, but I like this big one too. In the future, I'll get underneath my canopy. Probably can't really tell, but I'll get like, you can get like camping lights, like those string lights to put around your canopy and stuff like that. We'll experiment with different stuff, but this is kind of cool too. At least I think so. Alright, but let's go. We're going to sit by the fire for a little bit more yet tonight. I still got a little bit of hot chocolate left. Not so hot anymore. I got my, that's cool, my lantern just sitting up there on the table. I think that looks pretty cool. Anyway. It's just a little after 6:30, I believe, and it's already looking pretty dark out there. Not in any rush to go to bed. We'll just kind of hang out by the fire for a little while. Alright, well, it's almost 7 o'clock. Let's take a look at my little setup here again. You can't see anything. Turn a light on in my tent here though. I do have like a little light up here. Let's get this on. Hold on a second. Where's the switch? There we go. There we go. Boom. Let there be light. So yeah, looking forward to this in a little bit. Still full of air too, so it's not leaking. I did bring that little pump in with me just in case. You never know. But yeah, my little makeshift pillow. That should work just fine though. Alright. Well, the embers are burning low. I still think we'll hang out here a little bit. It's actually not really cold tonight at all, so it's kind of nice to sit out here a little bit. Just keep getting dripped on from the trees. Not really raining, but still just, you know, that drip, drip, drip. Alright. Hang out here for just a little bit more. Well, there's a few embers left burning, but I think we'll call it a night. Might be close to 7:30, but it's just dark. And I just keep getting more and more wet as I sit underneath the trees here. So I think we'll call it a night. Gotta put out my other light. I'll get into my, oh, that looks cool though. Well, the old-fashioned look. There we go. But that'll be good night for me, folks. You know, so far so good. You know, the sleeping pad is actually comfortable. You know, I never used one before. But yeah, not bad. I think this will work out just well. All right, and no, I don't sleep with my glasses on. I just can't see without them. So, all right, but I'll see you in the morning. Like I say, we might sleep in a little bit just because it's gonna rain till 7 or 8, so no point getting up in the rain. Alright, but I think that'll be good night, folks. Let me turn the lights out. Well, good morning to you from a very wet and damp morning. It's not cold though, at least, just very wet and damp. It did pretty much rain all night, not a heavy rain, but just kind of showers all night. So everything's still soaked. Not inside my tent. It's a little bit damp in there, but yeah, even underneath my canopy, my table cover's all wet and everything. Put my chair into the canopy, it's still all wet. Well, it got all wet, just because from the dampness in the air that was here all night. Yeah, but the chair's all soaked. Table cover's just covered in water. It wasn't windy last night, so this is all from like just dampness in the air, I guess. Yeah. Well, this was in my tent, so that's not wet, but yeah, so last time I used the Unigear tent at Locust Lake State Park, if my mouth could wake up, it didn't rain, but tonight it did rain, so in a way it's a good test for the Unigear. It's supposed to be waterproof, and it is. You can see it's plenty covered with water. There's even water sitting on top of it back here, but it is dry on the inside. Yeah. The only moisture you'll see is from me coming in and out of the tent. I had to go to the bathroom, so that's just for my wet feet coming outside. But yeah, no water in here anywhere. Otherwise, yeah, an honest review on the sleeping pad. It is still completely filled with air. It did not lose any air overnight with me sleeping on it. Because if you've watched my other camping videos, you know how much I love my air mattress. I have that big, thick one I bring along. I'm glad I bought that one. That was one of the best things I bought for camping like this, where you're just camping here in a campground right out of your car. But I'm glad they sent me a sleeping pad, Unigear, because it offered me a chance to try something different. Because in the future, I might try some different camping situations. So I was kind of curious to see how much a sleeping pad how well it would work. Because I am kind of a picky sleeper. I'm still waking up, but yeah. So like I said, honest review, I enjoyed it last night. I slept well. I had a little bit of trouble falling asleep last night, not because of the sleeping pad, just because I went to bed at 7:30. I'm a little trouble. My camera's acting up a little bit this morning too, probably because of the dampness. It keeps shutting off on me. But anyway, so I think, yeah, so honest review, I enjoyed the sleeping pad. Slept well, it's comfortable. Sleeping, the sleeping bag was actually very comfortable. Very cozy, very comfortable. It stayed plenty warm last night too. So great items from Unigear. Like I said, I'm not just saying it because they sent the stuff to me, just an honest review. Alright, but I think I'm gonna start packing up. It's just wet. Everything's wet on the outside here. I was gonna maybe make breakfast, but yeah, and like I said, my camera's acting up a little bit, so I think we're just gonna pack up and go home. I think that's a good idea right here. So yeah. Alright. Might show you a little bit of that as we get ready. Yeah, the sleeping pad is still completely filled with air. And to let the air out, where's the port? Hold on a second. So here's the port. Obviously you can just open it up. You can let it out the hard way by squeezing it out, or you could use the air pump again. This one has a reverse. I can stick it in this way, kind of like I tried to do yesterday, backwards way. But anyway, you can stick this in. There you go, it's taking all the air out. Deflating this puppy. Alright, tent is down. Now we just have the canopy to get torn down too, the wettest thing of all. I'm not really packing anything like I need to pack it back in its cases and stuff just because everything's so wet. I gotta take it home and let things dry out too, so yeah, poor Naomi's just getting all this wet stuff stashed inside of her, but it is what it is. Alright, let's get this last bit of stuff packed up. Alright, there we go, folks. Everything is cleaned up. Always a good idea to walk around, check. I see a few pieces of trash. They're not mine. They're from leftover from last time, but I think there's something under there. But anyway, we'll clean the place up just a little bit yet, and then we're gonna head on out of here. But that is gonna be it then, folks. I know I was talking about maybe going hiking today after I was done camping, but everything's just, I just need to get all this stuff home. Start getting everything dried out and packed up properly. Just the way it is, folks. But anyway, yeah. Like I said, once again, honest review on the stuff I used today from Unigear, the tent, the sleeping pad, the sleeping bag. Yeah, it all worked. It all worked great in my opinion. The sleeping bag was warm, comfortable. Sleeping pad was comfortable, stayed inflated all night. Those are things that are important. And like I said, for me, it was comfortable. Like I said, I'm kind of a picky sleeper. I like to, even at home, I have like one of those memory foam mattresses. I like to sleep comfortably, and I did sleep. Once I fell asleep last night, like I said, I don't usually go to bed at 7:30, but once I fell asleep, it was comfortable. Oh, and I ditched my pillow too. The one I made with the hoodies. The sleeping pad has like a little pillow thing on the end, which, to be honest, worked great for me then anyway. My hoodie pillow was kind of too lumpy. But anyway, oh yeah, and the tent obviously is waterproof, so that's probably one of the most important things for a tent. All right, but I'm gonna head on out of here, folks. As always, thanks for watching. And oh yeah, you can. Unigear has a website. I'll put it down here, and it'll be down in the description below. Maybe I'll put it up other places in the video too. All right. Thanks for coming, folks. I'll see you around.